Yeah, hello and greetings, and welcome to today's free stream. Um, we have another co-op duality today between the teams. We are also here, and Sam's Triple Potato Pouch Mayhem. I'm Mayhem, and on my side is Nervensalis. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, hello. I'm pretty excited about it. So we basically have two runners on both sides. One has to pull the pet, while the other one has to fight Ganon.
Exactly. Um, for the Ganon player, he does not have to collect all seven crystals, but only 5. And GT does not need to be cleared as well, so it's a fast Ganon seed. Yeah. What else can we mention about this mode? Yeah, as I already said, both runners need to finish different modes for each different goals for each team, and yeah, it's key sanity.
Yeah, so basically a lot of fun fighting stuff.
Indeed.
And the worst that could happen is Ice Sword on Aga 1 and Green Pendant Turtle Rock.
Oh god, yeah, that would be quite terrible indeed. And here we go.
And we start with the book.
Yeah, both teams starting Senk and Link Source, which is always a nice play because, well, you don't want to double up on checks if it's not necessary.
Yeah, the good part on this is one is always checking the first triple, and the other player can start the second one.
That's also true. Yeah, first triple only small magic. I mean,
It's
not
fine.
terrible, but you really hope to find bombs, of course. Ooh, but that's an early Eastern Biggie from the uncle as well. That's nice. Ooh, and good.
We've got a really nice stun price with 10 arrows.
Yeah, but those early boots will definitely play a big role in the routing, and we see it already. Windfox is going to Lost Woods already. While Magno will only find out about those boots pretty soon, but yeah. In the meantime, Broker is already on the way to Kakariko. So they will know a little later, and therefore cannot really include it in the routing as well.
Yeah, on the other hand, they at least know about Agaledge. So, it's okay. First 20 seconds, we don't care about the boots. Unless there's something on the library.
That's true. Yep, library would be a problem for Broker now. Well, but yeah, with boots, it's of course also quite easy to farm bombs, as we can see from Magnus and Freddy's side right now. Just bonk open those rocks here and you get bombs.
And race game with an early sword, that's nice.
Absolutely, no one's gonna decline that.
So dashing is without any risks.
Absolutely. Yeah, always there's a huge combination, a sword and boots.
And here's our first shield. As well as a cape.
As well as the cape, yep.
So, technically, we just need a lamp. Some small keys and the pearl.
Yep. Well, still quite a while away, but
we are just one step closer to one way for Dark World access.
that is true. Yeah, and now we see Windfox going to Eastern Palace right away. Checking those locations out.
Oh, that's too bad for Windfox.
But also, Brogor does not have it.
Yeah, but now rushing for the flute.
Oh, and there was the first castle tower small key already, so yeah. I think you might be onto something with this lamp and cape.
I hope so. Would be funny.
Absolutely. Yeah, Windfox for now does not care about the flute. I mean, he is already in the eastern area, so there's no reason.
And our vendor has got a single arrow.
Very
That's
expensive.
Yeah,
Very
that's
expensive arrow.
a really evil life lesson.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but some nice keys. I mean, Ganon's Tower keys are also interesting because Ganon's Tower needs only one crystal to open in this mode. Oh,
And
and
that's
that,
our second weapon.
yeah, and that was a Cane of Samaria. I don't know if Freddy skipped. Oh, Magno running into the NPC. Oh,
But he has no bombs. And no money, of course, of the vendor.
That's true. Yeah, But well, I mean, with the flute, it's easy enough to get back to Chicken Hut.
Yeah.
So, and Cane of Samaria will not become interesting or important super fast.
Yeah, unless we get a really fast access to Maya. Then maybe.
Well, that's true, but even then we would need Maya Biki and yeah. I mean, it's still far out.
Or a really fast turtle walk entrance. Even without fire rod, you can go really deep if the game allows you.
Especially in Keysanity, that's true. And yeah, you mentioned it already. We have green pendant in Turtle Rock. I just realized that.
Yeah. So we need the ice spot for one of the runner on every team.
Yep, that is indeed true, and that might be a problem. Yeah, Freddy playing Hyrule Castle now, Magno as well. I mean, they already got the Hyrule Castle small key, so at least everything to the ball in Shengar is in logic.
And in the first part of Escape was our first Maya small. One is fine, makes everything faster.
Yep. I didn't see anything too interesting in Eastern Palace, but at least a little bit of Zora money for Windfox. And yeah, Broga. Oh, another TTR small Broga on Death Mountain. But also nothing too interesting there.
Yeah, but at least a fast save and quick point.
Yeah, that is true.
And so far, nothing that much interesting. I mean, Turtle Rock small is always nice. But that's all?
Until now, yeah. I mean, let's see. Oh, well, okay.
Zora money, okay.
Zora money exists, that's true. But, not what you hope to find in Hyrule Castle when you play it. Freddy can and will probably... Okay, go to Castle Tower now with the cape.
Yeah, you have to check.
Absolutely. And he already has one Castle Tower small key, so he can get both chests, even though the second one is obviously locked behind Lamp, but still. I mean, Lamp can just be on Zora or something, and then... It would
Yeah,
be
meanwhile, Magnus saying, there's still a dark room. Same logic, still not there, but I wanna check the chest.
Mhm. Might even consider to go to back of escape afterwards. Oh, and
Yeah, but
Freddy didn't have the small key, right? Hmm. Sorry. Oh,
oh,
Magno.
Magno? Okay,
Oh,
he
yeah,
got snakes.
but that's very dangerous now for him because also the snakes in the next room deal damage. And sometimes you get it by accident and oh. But he seems to be doing fine. Oh, wow.
A lamp!
Wow.
That's interesting. We know the lamp is firewall locked.
That is indeed interesting. Yep. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, so a fire rod will appear.
Yeah, Magno, get it hard. Beeping is annoying.
More than annoying. I mean, you really don't want to die here. You really don't, and we see it. Magnus playing very cautiously. Because it would be a long way back.
Well, at least they can hit him once. Of course, it's too wet.
Oh. But yeah, he got it, and is rewarded with a bottle. Well,
And yeah, garbage.
and garbage. But the bottle at least is some progression. He can turn it in. Maybe right away even. Yeah, so now we have the lamp that puts Castle Tower kind of in logic. I mean, it's still locked behind Fire Rod, obviously, but... Oh.
And we know it has to be in early. Of course, the lamp's locking a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Mirror.
Oh, mirror for... Interesting.
And the desert small key as well, so... Yeah, it's
More
interesting.
checks.
It's interesting that neither team decided to play Minimaldum Cave earlier. I think they will be a little bit mad about it now. Because, well, having the desert small would have been nice in the first time. And obviously also having mirror when you go to the mountain.
Yeah, but doing just mountain checks before, it's okay. And there's our hammer and ice cave.
Okay, so that's also access to Paradox Cave now.
Yeah. And a stronger weapon for most enemies. So Magnum not checking. Desert is a better choice, yeah. Of course, Boga already was there, so Boga might go to the mountain. Right after getting the mirror.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the runners decide here. I mean, it really depends on what they find in the right side desert. If they were to find, let's say, a glove, change things up again. Right, that's a bug.
And just bombs.
Bombs, yep. Not really worth it. I'm wondering, really forgetting for a second that he has the mirror. Ah, no, yeah, okay, he wants to play. I see, he wants to play Agina, right.
Yeah, you're never getting closer.
Yeah, I know, that's absolutely true.
So we are seeing something interesting. Our first book check.
Yep, oh god,
Big key. I'm right.
yeah, but which big key?
I'm pretty sure it's an important one. And Freddy will check it again, so maybe we can read the rest of the text.
Yeah, that's true. Well, both teams know where the hammer is.
Yeah, I'm
little
pretty just saying, get me some hammer first before going back to you.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they do. Yeah, maybe just a quick information on how the race how these teams fared so well. I mean, both are 6-6, but we are also here won the first race between these teams yesterday, so this is already the rematch. And yeah, both teams participating with the same players again.
The hobo gave up information, and Eastern Palace is a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And the fairy gives us fairies.
Well, I mean, that's nice, especially when you already have a mirror. Those fairies can't mess up your DevOps anymore. That's a shovel on Zora Ledge, which you never want to see there.
Oh, we are almost at our Darkwood axis. With glass on the mountain. So, the bad fact is, Zora is in logic.
True, true. And Windfox has enough money to check Zora. Which Ogre didn't have, I think. Yeah, no. Let's see. That's only 20 rupees.
Nice.
Okay, big key to Terrapins. I think that's probably Turtle Rock. But I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, when do you read those? Okay, we got the information chat. Thank you. It's white. It's Turtle Rock.
Okay. Yeah, that always can be a little bit challenging. Oh, Magno trying to get Specky, not a Specky clip, sorry. Julian.
Watch the first try.
Yeah, sometimes this is a little bit sketchy to set up. Normally you only need to drop down 3 times, but sometimes it does not work, and sometimes 4 times is required, and and in the meantime, Darkwood access was found.
So, will be our hype cave a hype cave? Well, a map, it's information, maybe interesting.
Even more maps.
Medallion, it's okay. A bow, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we can get our first crystal.
Exactly.
If we get our pot big key, we can finish it. Not in logic, but we can.
Ja. Right, I wanna have small keys, ja. Mhm.
So ice and was it one palace with our red crystal?
I also only caught Ice Palace. I hope you saw the other one. Always a little bit more difficult to keep track of 4 screens. Yeah.
And the small key on the pyramid.
Mhm.
Another
another
pot small.
Interesting.
So with 4, do you rush for all the stuff inside pot, or do you want to wait?
Oh, interesting question. I mean, especially if you don't know what if pot is a crystal or a pendant. It can be a little bit risky, but of course you can also decide who plays what afterwards.
Yeah, and on the other hand, there are a lot of checks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely 14 checks and
if you decide to just use right side as entrance, you can save one small.
But that takes forever.
But you can loop it.
Yeah, exactly, and that takes forever. You can do it, but it is so time consuming. Okay. Swamp was the second. Red Crystal chat is confirming that. Thank you, chat. Yeah, but I love that Turtle Rock is once again a pendant dungeon here.
Yeah, at least it's a good pendant.
Yep.
Would be too bad if all wanna have to do it.
Yeah, well, Windfox is now in pot. I don't know if he got his pot small key. I think it was in Hype Cave, right? Pot big key, I mean. Sorry. Oh wait, did we find the pot big key yet, or did I misunderstand that?
I'm sure we're still looking for it.
We're looking for it. Okay, yeah, well. Then pot is probably a good location to look for it because, well, pot always has something for itself. It's just a rule at this point. Freddy on the way to Skywoods, gonna check those items a little bit, while Magno is heading straight for Village of Outcasts. So different ideas here in play.
So in pot it will be interesting, cause Roga has one small key advantage in checking the first checks.
True.
Compared to Finfox, so it's more checks.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or at least, even if you check the same amount, Broga has in mind there's still a small key for the boss, so it will be fine. Just wasting them.
Wow, Freddy finding a third, another TR small in Skywoods.
Yeah, and if Freddy is just opting for Crystal, 3 is enough for everything else.
Yeah. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I mean, Thiefstone Small Key was nice from Skywoods, but also not that important because they don't have the Thiefstone Big Key yet.
Yeah, it's just a nice to have when you have to visit it.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, we're still looking for any new progression item.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Mids would of course be huge. The most important progression item right now because it would open up so much of the seed.
On the other hand, most runners want to have mids as go mode. Because mids lock the most stuff.
That's
To be
true.
fair.
That's so extremely unlikely in a key sanity mode.
Yeah. Still possible.
Theoretically, yes.
So right now, everyone's doing funny stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Broker is playing Eastern Palace, finishing that dungeon, which will give the first clear dungeon, and it will be a crystal.
Yeah, might indicate that Borga is going for crystals. Or at least the key door for GT.
Right, I mean, in the end, it's also just an item check, so maybe
Yeah.
if mids are here, for example, well, they are not. Just some replenishment arrows.
Still a fast boss.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, nothing in Thiefstone as well. Still missing some really good progression. Oh
That's,
no!
another fetch quest in plain sight. The second one already.
At least we can get it.
That's true.
And it might be handful in some situation.
Of course, of course. Yeah, it would be a difficult skip to make here. Especially looking at the fact that we have this pendant turtle rock, so there are quite a lot of items that still are required 100%.
Yeah, we need the ice sword that could be everywhere except
On Twinex.
Twinex and Green Pendant.
Yep.
Well, okay, in this mode, Pet and some other places are out as well, but
Yeah,
almost the whole map.
Yep.
Okay, Boga wants to have her.
Oh, nice. Ah, almost gets it.
Yeah, if he's able to do it, it will take a lot of time. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, he still saved some seconds.
Absolutely. Going through the Bollock side here takes a lot of time actually. I think if you do the server perfectly, you save almost a minute, if I'm not mistaken.
And Boga deciding to open up the vanilla big key chest. That's not good.
Hey, that's another bow on catfish.
Oh. So if Magnus going for Gannon, it would be good for them. Right now, cause Boga won't run for it. It's
That's
Silvers for him. So
true.
no.
True. Yeah, but on the other hand, we should probably mention that the winner of this race is only decided by the last finisher of each team. So if the Pennant player would finish last, it wouldn't even matter how fast the Gannon player beats Gannon. Yeah. And with Pendant Turtle Rock, it might be... it's very likely that the Pendant player will be the later finisher. Magno doing the splash deletion now. Something that Windfox skipped out on earlier to get the shovel.
I mean, it's totally out of logic to do it, but
Absolutely.
just cause the game says it's not in logic, it doesn't mean I can't do it.
Mhm.
The interesting part is Windfox nor Freddy went to Dark Force.
That's
So
right, yeah.
it would be so much easier for them just to get the lamp.
Yeah, and it would also be important logical information because, well, you would know that you don't need to look for Firebot in any dark room.
Or behind anything that was locked in a lamp.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't play those rooms without lamp anyway, but but true.
Just a piece of law.
Mhm. Oh, wow, and there are mids on Stumpy, which no one checked until now, but yeah, both Magno and Broga on the way there,
Yeah,
which probably means that they don't have that many other checks available.
that too.
And Shovel gives a piece of art, okay. Not an ice sword on Shovel, which would have been almost game winning at this point.
Or at least it saves them, would save them a lot of time. Because you already know where it is. So the question is, Magnum might get silvers as well. Cause it's just type cave, it's on your way, it's fine. But I'm pretty sure the rest, Freddy and Boga won't go for catfish, just for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also Magno decided not to do Hype Cave right now, and theoretically now would have been the best time to get the silvers.
Yeah, on the other hand, you still have to go there eventually. For Wet Bomb or Swamp when you get your flippers. So it's not out of the way.
Yeah, but especially if you maybe want to go to Maya next, which seems to be Magno's plan. Maybe also the desert. I don't. Maybe Magno got his silvers and it's not on the tracker. I mean,
Yeah,
by the way,
with icons there.
by the way, shout out to our tracker, to our tracker Fishing Boo, who is doing this alone today, and keeping track of 4 screens at the same time is definitely a big task, and I think he's doing a very good job at that.
So we got our Hera big key.
And the desert big key on the Smith at the same time.
Well, that's good for we are also here, cause they can combine. Oh no, they can't. Still no lamp.
True.
That's too bad for them. I mean, still one more check, and this check could have the fireboard.
Which check do you mean?
Desert big chest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay. Magno checking powder now.
Yeah, the mad bat will curse us with some love.
Yep.
Could be worse.
Absolutely. Nice to have. Nice to have. And horse magic in the purple chest, also nice to have.
Yeah, but this is one of the things just one does per team.
Absolutely.
It's a nice to have, but we do not need it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's not worth this entire walk.
So Desert Big is just some arrows.
Mm-hmm. And Magno now heading to Ice Palace, I suppose?
I mean, you can do it. You've got everything you need. It's not a logic without flippers, but
Mm-hmm.
who cares?
No. I mean, it is probably also a little bit of a desperation play at this point because, well, you need to do something. I mean, he has kind of some Mario, so that it's possible to do an icebreaker. But not having the Ice Palace Biggie can always be a little bit risky.
Yeah.
Because it could be an important item.
Yeah, of course. And then they do not have that much left. And do you want to go for Hera just cause it's in logic and 2 checks?
3 checks actually.
If the worm will not bully you.
Also, I think Maya is available in theory.
Yeah. You can go in, yep.
But Magno didn't have the Quake medallion, right? The Eva medallion.
Yeah, but they know where it is. So it's something you can get anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So Boa got his crystal number 2.
Yep.
And nothing on them as well. So there's a chance that Boga's now rushing for Hera. Just get the stuff you need and go in.
I mean,
And-
I would be surprised if Boga doesn't play Maya now as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Skywoods is our second pendant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Fire Rod is definitely very important for the pendant player.
Yeah, and it looks like the Crystal player doesn't need any wood.
Not right now, nope. Well, I mean, we already have Bombos Fire, so yeah, no. But yeah, with either Hera or... It's either Hera or Pot or Skywoods with the... no, Skywoods is a pendant. So it's either Hera or Pot with the last pendant. Or Thiefstone, right.
Still the most item stuff for pendant player today.
Definitely. Especially if Thiefstone would actually be important as well. You would need that. You would have to find another big key as well. Yeah, theoretically, Ganon's Tower would also be available, but only a very low amount of items.
Especially for we are also here, because they still do not have the lamp. And
Right.
Hera is our third pendant.
Okay. Well, at least that's one fast dungeon. one fast payment to get. And progress seems to be heading to Turtle Rock, maybe, or maybe
At least the Darkwood access.
uh-huh.
And when you can go in, why not?
Absolutely. Oh, and Magno needs to watch out here. It's in a cold step fight and only on one heart now. Oh,
That hurts.
I hope he has a fairy. He has,
Yeah,
okay.
he's got a
Oh,
really
but,
early fairy.
but still, that's fight is not over yet, so but yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
2 puffs down, 1 to go.
Yeah. That should be Magno, okay. Whew.
A close call.
Absolutely.
And just for Smoky. Okay. We now know with the Smoky on this boss. Sumaria was required.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Samaria from Kakariko. Let's see if Brogor decides to have a hookshot cave.
Yeah.
Sure, seems that way, yep.
Maybe we get some funny informations. The Myers. This is huge.
Absolutely.
So Broga can finish Maya in one go.
Mm-hmm.
I would stop caring about Turtwalk as Broga and just go Maya. Magno is on the way onto the mountain. It would be a good position.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Brogor does also skip Turtle Rock, but they had to go to Ganon's Tower quickly. I mean, he can get a lot of checks here out of logic.
Yeah, with the lamb. I'm pretty sure Magno and Broga know how to...
Oh, flippers.
Mm. And
Yeah,
there's
you
auch
can...
the Master Sword on Spike Cave.
Okay, that's also nice.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Bob.
Yeah, another fetch quest is just in the overworld. Yeah, and also GT left side is available in both teams because they can sequence break it quite easily, but well, there's a hookshot in Turtle Rock anyway, so...
Well, now we know it's in logic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Windfox is also just continuing.
Yeah, and I'm sure Magno will go into Turtwalk while Broga's doing all the GT stuff. So they will know where the hookshot is before Broga's going back.
Probably. I mean, yeah, they might be looking for an ice rod in GT before they really will commit to that, but well, let's see. Tile room in GT was only a compass. Yep, and Broga is setting up for the bomb jump you just described.
It would be too funny if on the left side in GT we can get our really, really nice firework.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely possible here. Definitely possible.
Definitely.
And that would be a huge step towards draw mode, obviously. Yeah, Broga setting up the bomb jump now. Nicely done. And now he just needs to get this done in time.
With just one heart.
With just one heart, yep. For the extra level of difficulty. But he's doing very fine, and that should be good, yep. Nice. Oh, that Gibdo was close. And he gets rewarded with a pot big key. That's huge. Oh, and okay, swamp big key. Not that huge.
Wait. We know where the hookshot is. So with swamp big, it's fine. But we know about Pot and Maya. Just say Bogar's almost a go.
Yeah.
One item missing and he is technically.
But I mean, I don't think that he cares that much about that even because, well, he only the last finisher's time counts anyway.
Yeah. But he could just rush for all the dungeons, doing all the stuff inside them, while Magno doing everything else, looking for.
That is true. Oh, and I didn't even realize it, but we have a Iceword and Freddy's inventory, so yeah. Sure,
So
looks.
it was in GT, I guess?
That would be my best guess, yep. Okay, but apparently he also has the fire rod. Because otherwise he wouldn't be there. Yep, he has the fire rod, okay. So we were watching Brogo so closely that we missed the fire rod. Okay, he has only the fire rod. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that gives 2 more items. But not an item. But a swamp small key. Okay.
So we know that technically Crystal Player can finish now.
Yep. Now 100% of the times. But yeah, the Crystal Player is still looking for Ice Rod, and in the case of we are also here, they are still looking for Masters to get the Turtle Rock Big Key.
We know where one is.
That's true, but we are also here does not know that.
Wait, there was a Master Sword in GT.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh god, I'm missing everything here.
I just saw it right now on Boga's side.
Yeah. True. Yeah, apologies about that. It's always difficult to watch 4 screens at the same time.
So there's a big chance that Bogas might go for Tempered in Spike anyways, because it makes every boss much faster.
True. Yeah, there was a fire rod in Mimic Cave. Nice. Yep. Cool. Yep, and Freddy deciding to just beat some crystal dungeons because why not?
Yeah, it's always okay. Especially if your team didn't finish the boss.
And Windfox now on the way to Turtle Rock as well.
Yeah, you want to get your hookshot and you want to get your firework.
Yeah. Yeah, especially that fire. In a funny way, the lamp could become a problem for we are also here now. Because, well, the other team just does not need to get the fire rod for both players.
Yeah.
Okay, laser bridge. I think we are also here skipped it. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, Windfox is doing it right now, but yeah, that's also nothing there. Yeah, and Freddy is spoiled for choice now. He can just go basically everywhere.
Yeah. So it looks like Poga's doing just crystals right now. It's okay. Finishing everything you can, opening every chest still missing. It's a decent choice.
I am a little bit surprised that neither team decided to play Swamp Palace. I mean, we have flippers, we have... I think Freddy is on the way to GT to get his flippers, probably.
Well, Poga still has to go for bookshop before entering, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. And
On
Freddy...
the other hand, you still can go in with a lot of stuff too, but still missing Swamp Small on the side too.
I think we found the Swamp Small. I think it's only missing in
Yeah.
the tracker.
Nah, he still has to go for it as well. Bugton has it, but Poga doesn't.
Not sure. I think the Swamp Small was in GT and so... But maybe I'm misremembering there.
But he doesn't need anyway. He for himself doesn't need.
That's true, but I mean, it would be a nice location to scout for an ice rod, because Swamp is a long dungeon and you don't want a opponent player.
Well, he still could go for Maya next and scout everything in there.
Right. Rogo never played Maya, right? Yeah. True. Right side GT or right side GT. Oh, that might be true. Yeah, that's very true. Right. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, what better way to enter seed than with an ice rod hunt?
We love it. We, not the runners. We.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely not the runners. Hopefully having a little bit of problems here. Okay. Gets it. And that's that Turtle Rock map for Magno. Nice.
Thank you, game. Now I know it's a pendant.
Yeah. Exactly.
What is Poga looking for?
Probably the ice rod, I would assume.
Oh, he was resetting the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
This
Wow.
is huge.
This
This
is
is really huge.
Yep. I think this is game.
At least it's go mode for
Yeah.
times triple Potatoepouch Mayhem.
Yeah, but the other team is not really on the way to. I mean, Potbiki was in right side GT. And Freddy didn't play it right now, so. Yeah.
So we also here still need pot big. And when do you get it?
Exactly. I mean, Freddy could have gotten it right now, but he didn't. And even if he got it, going back to pot for the big chest.
What is
Yeah.
Boga looking for? Are we missing something?
Maybe they decided that Magno is a pennant player, which would make sense. Yep, I think Broga is playing. Broga is playing Crystal.
Ah! Oh, there was our bombers. Okay. This is why he was here.
Uh-huh.
Bombers is much faster.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe just a big, just to clarify the race conditions for this, or the race mode. It is a co-op duality. So one player in each team has to beat Ganon, and the other player has to beat or has to pull the pedestal. And to beat Ganon, you have a 5 crystal fast Ganon goal. So yeah, you need to beat any of 5 crystal dungeons. And the pedestal means that you need to get all 3 pendants. And we have pendant in Turtle Rock, in Skullwoods, and in Hera. And yeah, by finding the ice sword, the pendant player is in. And we definitely have more than enough keys to also and items to beat Ganon.
Yeah, and Boga just found the last missing piece for Magno, while Freddy and Pinfox still looking for.
Exactly. And that in a very off location, I would say.
Yeah.
That I don't see Magno, Windfox or Freddy do in the next 10 minutes probably, because they just have so many other options.
Yeah, and when do you rush for one big key just to go for a place you already were?
Exactly. Yeah, Magno on the way to pot now as well. Will get his ice rod.
Yeah, it will be really fast for him.
Yep, and then he just needs to beat Twinix.
Yeah, maybe going shopping before Twinix, cause he is pretty sure he's got time.
Well, I mean, I think Magno will be the slower player of the team. Because Broga is getting his 4th crystal already from Ice Palace.
Yeah, but the bot big key was a little bit off track, and the ice sword is off track in a place where you know you already went in there, and you do not want to die on Twinix, especially with just a normal magic bar.
But I mean, I think Magno is not really that concerned about that. I would be surprised if he doesn't. Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah, but I would say better safe than sorry, but okay,
I mean,
let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, Masters for Twinix is really not a big problem for runners on that level.
Yeah, but still, not so much hearts.
Yeah,
Just
I mean, he has the powder. He can get himself to full life. So yeah,
has to be enough.
Definitely. I mean, I've seen Magno beating Twinix with already, so and it's not.
Yeah, but now he's pretty much nervous.
True, but you just know that you will be most likely the slower player because Broga well decides to play Mayhem, which is a relatively fast dungeon in the end. But probably thinking about it a little further, probably Broga will actually finish later than.
Yeah, with Ganon fight, you're slower. Unless you take your time on Twinix.
Yeah. Yeah, both players from we are also here now playing Ice Palace at the same time.
Yeah, they are missing options right now.
Mhm. Yeah,
We know where the answer is, but they do not know. And
exactly.
going for White Side GT is taking a lot of time.
I just don't understand why they didn't play Swamp Palace right now. At least one
they
of them.
But he did.
Pretty did. Ah, okay. Right, yeah. Oh god, I'm blind. Right, yeah. Okay, so it's from their point of view, it's either Right Side GT, which would have been the answer, or yeah, Ice Palace.
Or maybe even Red Bomb. That will explain why both going for it. One for the boss and one for the pool.
Ooh, true. Yep. Yeah, this ice what is becoming, well, yeah. Has decided this game, I would say. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, Brogar could die 10 times to Ganon or something, but barring such extreme situations, I think, yeah. Things should be looking pretty clear here. Again, Brogar got his last crystal. His 5th crystal, he can continue to beat Ganon right away. And Magno on his way to Twinix.
Yeah, this race should be over in about 1.5 minutes.
1.5
Maybe
minutes.
2.
Yeah, a little over 2, because you need to get to Ganon first. Yeah,
He's
Magno on
got
the
boost.
Twinix.
Brogar has boots. He just has to run.
Running still takes time.
Yeah, it's always so mean if a team has to rush and looking for one item. And we all know it's so evil.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And there goes Twinix for Magno. And Brogar starting the Twinix fight. This is really nice for this team because, well, they will more or less finish at the same time, and it's not even by accident. It is by accident. They didn't plan to do that, it just happened. So that just means that things went very right for them.
Yeah, that icewood location was the game changer. From about even to... Yeah, it's over.
Absolutely. Yeah, Magno running to the pedestal now.
While Brogar's about to finish...
Or not.
Yeah, well, Ganon's still bullying him a little bit.
Yep. But yeah, no, everything is fine.
Yeah. Brogar now 12 spins to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But he has a lamp, he has half magic, so really nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's GG's for Magno. GG.
Yeah, GG's. And we also here know now that one of them finished. So they're pretty sure Brogar is at least in go mode.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the other finish will come pretty soon afterwards. Ogre. Ah, right, he does not have the fire rod, that's why
Yeah.
he can only use the lamp here.
Yeah, just
But
play
yeah.
safety down and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go for Bogo.
Yep. Beating Ganon and finishing this seed second, and therefore finishing this race for team times triple potato pouch Mayhem. GG.
GG's.
Okay. Yeah, and we are also here continuing a little bit, but might take a look at the race room soon. And there's our winning team. GG's.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah, wow. What an interesting seed. I think a big advantage that you had was that you played Dark Cross and got the lamp there.
Oh,
And therefore
did
were
you
able
see how
to...
close that was? Those
Yeah,
snakes
we
didn't
saw.
let me take the stairs, and I almost died. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
It
never
was
told
so
Magno the pot Bicky was also just on one heart. On
Yep.
right side GT.
Yep.
and we mixed up terror pins. We thought it was just the pot key on the EFA tablet. And then I didn't pay attention to what I got because I thought it's a pot key, right? And then, what? I have the Turtle Rock key? Where was that? Had to look in my VOD.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, it was on the mountain.
And I was like, is it smart to go pot in my situation with 4 small keys without the big key if you know where the big key is? So yeah, I just scout that for Magno for future reasons or something. And I'm like, oh wait, terror pins? Oh, that might not be pot, it's Turtle Rock. Oops. Yeah, it's not the first time, I think, even. So blame me on that one.
But yeah,
but
you
we-
always feel like you're making the wrong decisions. Like me playing Ice Palace, it was a crystal and it was, it's nothing in here. What a waste of time. Maybe we should have Brogo let's scout this or something.
Yeah. But hey, we're keeping true with our pace at this league season. We are always 1-1, so kinda happy we at least pulled 1 point of you guys, and our other 2 are coming.
Yeah. I mean, that's very fair, I think. I mean, we are 2 very equally matched teams, I would say, so yeah.
Most teams are, I think.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, absolutely. No, and you played this really well also. Like you, I
We're
really
not
like.
talking about it.
I mean, we could speak German if you want. That would be funny.
But it would be mean for international people.
Oh, you're very, very not loud. Oh, I have you on. Sorry.
Yeah. It's
Apparently,
unnecessary.
I had you on 40% volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are on SpeedGaming too, and also I think Windfox and Freddy are also.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're joining us in about right now. At least I can see them here.
yeah, feel free to come up. Yeah, GG's.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG's to you guys.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, we kind of
I-
got baited by the bow and then got baited by me forgetting to do Back of Escape before Dark World. And thus we last location bits. And everything was bad from there.
We started to feel a little bit bad because we basically last located Stompy the same time. We'd done everything else. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah?
wow, yesterday we went left side and Freddy and Woodfox went to the right, and now they maybe
so it wasn't
went to
even
the
that?
left. Like, because they had a mirror this time, we are so toast.
We
That was
also
it,
last
yeah.
location bits. And
You
then
also
I forgot to do right side, and it was like we were doing Turtle Rock and GT at the same time.
Yeah,
so I
we
got
too.
Fire Rod, and swamp small and everything.
But Mike Santos already said you didn't have the lamp, right?
No.
Yeah, we never found the lamp.
Magno found hookshot and fire rod, while I found pot bicky and what was the other thing? Swamp bicky, I think, and a sword. Nothing else was, and flippers. Yeah, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do pot cleanup. Oh, by the way, you have to help me here, Max Santos. I missed one chest and I have absolutely no idea which one. My tracker said I was missing a chest in pot. I don't know. Did I skip maybe Cypher Space?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
Difficult to keep track of.
Yeah, four screen. Tough.
We were looking
I
at
never
you
went
and
to
I was
pods.
like, where's he looking for? I am pretty sure you opened every chest.
Yeah. I was so we cannot lose again of pod, right? I have to
Imagine
check
that
now.
chest. Imagine that chest had the ice rod. That would be devastating.
Yeah, double ice rod. Both again close to pod or yeah, kind of similar a little bit.
Yeah. I never touched pod, so I was just doing crystals at that point and then found the big key, so...
Yeah, it's fair. At the time I went up the mountain, Magno only had ice left with the mids. I had done Smith's Chain because I went up with the mids up there, and Magno immediately did Ice Palace, so he had at least one crystal. And Magno had bombos, which I did not have. So Magno could open that, and then I was on the mountain, and Magno was then following. I said, okay, I leave Turtle Rock to you then, and I do GT first, and then I come over and we do it crossover if we have both to go there. And then it worked out pretty fine, right? Magno found the Turtle Rock big key. I already admitted I thought it was pot big key because terrapins, I'm stupid. Yeah, then it worked out because of the lamp, I guess. The lamp was pretty huge then, because I could do right side sequence break without the fire out.
Yeah, being able to do that was pretty big.
I mean, there was only 4 checks in logic, right? Because I had no fire rod, no hook shot, and I was like, no, yeah, yes, hook shot, yeah, yes, fire rod. I said, okay, I'll do everything.
I mean, to be honest, even if I found pod big, I might not have done pod because pod's so slow. Because I was already in Crystal Go mode before I found the Thieves big on Lake Hylia Island. So.
We thought about that, yeah.
And we had Maya open for 8 checks, but Brogo did pod first, and so I knew kind of early that this is go mode, and then I have to go to GT, do right side, go to pod. So that saved a bunch of time.
I kind of hoped it was the Skyward Bicky on the island. So I was like, what's Maya or Thief Sound? Do I have to collect that Bicky and just for a 50-50? And Magno was like, nah, just do Maya and pot and ice. And
yeah, I checked Desert Big and dove into Mire while when Fox was doing Hera and heading to Dark World up there. And then I'm like, oh, well, I have nothing else to do. I'm going to head up there now, too. And I did Turtle Rock while he didn't have the medallion for Turtle Rock. So
Quake, right?
I did Turtle Rock. Yeah, Quake. He was going to grab it and then forgot.
Where was that? That was fairly early, right? I don't know.
It was Desert Torch.
Yeah. Map chest, I don't know, yeah, something like that. Oh, yesterday it was also a medallion, right? Ether or something? In Desert? I think.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Probably, yeah.
Or
no,
in the map chest. In the map chest.
Yeah, you're right.
In the map chest.
Yeah, you're right.
Can we talk about the bad Darkwood access in both games? And
oh boy.
Sometimes Turtle Rock being a pendant. When Brogo called, what was it, Moon Pearl?
Eastern Palace.
Somewhere? Eastern Palace? I had to go Eastern Palace to grab the pearl. I had to go grab the hammer, get up the mountain, get the glove from Paradox Cave, and he was already 20 minutes in the dark world.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Did you guys also struggle with bombs? Because I struggled.
I did early. My early game was awful. Like I had to skip Chicken Hut. I farmed 2 bombs, figuring I'd get enough money. Got barely enough for the merchant. Skipped Chicken Hut, then had to go back for the cane. Finally I think I got my first 300 rupees in Zelda Cell because I ended up grabbing that sword and being like, oh, I guess I'll do Hyrule Castle because I had nothing else I can do with no bombs and no money.
We played. I usually start Uncle in Key Sanity and then we do crossover Kakariko if there's not big of routing already happening, like no bombs, no money, then we do this. And like you, I got 2 bombs from the bushes then, and I was like, yeah, that should be fine, right? And I had 0 bombs, I had 0 money. Magno was like, oh, I found 300 rupees in Zelda's there because I was already at Uncle, so I sent him there with the sword and the boots, and then I safe and quitted with the boots. Magno called, oh, here's also the flute. So, oh, damn. So there was a little bit. The light word was off.
Yeah, I went straight to boots, and I think Windfox save and quit after Uncle and went straight and grabbed boots as well. And then I found the flute while he was doing. You did Eastern right after that, right? So
yeah, I went straight to Eastern and found the Moon Pearl. And...
Oh, that was not so bad.
Yeah.
And then I beat Freddy to the hammer, and then beat him to the glove. I was like, well, I'm in Dark World well before you.
I beat you to the glove. Because I took the hammer and went straight up while you did Kakariko, I think, at that point.
I don't remember.
I don't remember it either. But it might have been. Oh, it was Zora. You were doing Zora, and Clippers checks. Right. I think I had just gotten to Spec Rock when you found the hammer. I'm like, oh, okay. So I flew to back off, grabbed the hammer, and went back up the mountain again. And made it to glove right before he did, and then went and got my Moon Pearl, and it wasn't too far behind. I just forgot to do back of escape.
Also the most fast-paced part, I think, because there's so many checks and so many routing coordination between 2 people. But sometimes it can be really nice. But I think we 4 had like 2 not so nice light words. The seed.
Yeah, Light World was pretty rough.
We had to do Eastern Palace yesterday as well. I can't remember. I think I was there very early yesterday.
We didn't actually dip.
Yeah, there was nothing in there, right? Yeah. Today I bailed on the Moon Pearl, like 2 checks. I can go Dark World, I go Hype Cave, I get a bow, and Magno like, okay, I won't clear any further than the Moon Pearl as well. So yeah, that's fine. Then later on, Magno got stressed because the Turtle Rock small, of course. Yes.
Yeah. We had so many Turtle Rocks. So this is 2 seasons in a row we had a bunch of Turtle Rock smalls. And then we found the big, but couldn't get it. And then we both found Tempered about the same time in different places, right before you finished.
Oh, where was the another sword? We found Spike Cave, GT left, and...
Spike Cave, Thieves Town, Attic.
Yeah, fair.
Was the last one, yep.
The last one was the Maze Race, yeah.
Me. First one. There wasn't one in Maze Race. I had 3.
Yeah, the last one in GT on the left side.
GT, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the Rando room.
Yeah, exactly.
I was too focused on crystals and forgot to go back and do right side, so we never even got the pod big. My bad. Okay, so I don't even know if I would have gone to do pod.
Magno was sending me down. Like Magno was like, go, do crystals. We need to make some time here. I can find my stuff on my own. I was like, hey, I would at least finish GT, okay?
Well, I mean, because I
took Fire Rod out of Turtle Rock, and I hadn't done a single crystal yet, or I hadn't done I hadn't even done a single dungeon yet at that point. Like the only one I could do was Desert or Eastern, and I didn't even got the Eastern Big Key. I still don't have the Eastern Big Key.
Nice.
Like I had 2 pendants and like was in Ice Rod Go mode for a long time, and I could have finished very, very quick if we find the Ice Rod. So I just said, Rogo, you need to do dungeons. Like if it's the next check, you still have to do 3 to 4 dungeons. Go beat Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but thanks for the sweet timing scheduling. That was super convenient by you and super fast schedule. That's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
We always appreciate that, especially if we have mixed European, mixed American, or maybe even Oceanic people with us. Then it's very complicated. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think it kind of worked out with me and Freddie, even though we're in the US. We have very favorable European race times.
Yeah, when you wrote that, we were like, okay, that's so nice.
Yeah, because
that's why we're in this league. Yeah. One because of Mel, one because of both of us can just kind of play during the day during weekdays right now. So
that's nice. Yeah, then with that being said, thanks for the 2 races, and we stay on 3-3 so we can fight it out in the brackets, right?
Yeah, GG's on the split.
Yeah, split this week.
Thanks, bye.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us commentate this race. And just a quick lookout. Well, this was the last race on SpeedGaming 2 for today. But there is another race going on SpeedGaming 1 or just SpeedGaming right now. So if you want, check it out. And yeah, that's then also bye from my side.
Yeah, I can't add anything else right now. So have a good time. Maybe we meet us again in SpeedGaming right now. It's just minute 14, about 15, so it's perfectly to just join them.
Exactly, to just catch the end of that. Yeah, then. Thanks for joining me, Neffen. Or thanks for the co-commentary, Neffen, durch. And yeah. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.